As I am sitting here and I'm thinking about Sammy from the movie Sinners, I heard someone speak about the guitar. And I was thinking about that as well because it's just so much that has to be unpacked with this movie. But I'm going to focus on Sammy and his father. After Sammy got finished doing the physical work that he had to do for his family, he did it with joyfulness because he knew that he was to embark on his path. So when he reached for his guitar and he didn't see it, his father had taken it to the church. So when he went to the church, his guitar was leaning up against the wall and he saw it. And his father spoke to him and said, "Hey, help me with my sermon." So as he got up there and he started speaking, he was speaking from the heart. He closed that book and he knew what the word said, and he said it with compassion. Then he grabbed his guitar and he went on his journey. Now that guitar had been charged, it had been blessed within that temple. Not saying that that's always necessary, but his guitar had been charged and it had been blessed for him. So in one day and one night, the things that he went through, that guitar was there for him. There is also a scene in there where he is told, well, actually, he is given his guitar. He's given his guitar because he set his guitar down, and he's given his guitar back. When he arrives back at the church, back to his foundation, he has a piece of the guitar left. There is scars on his face. He just went through a battle. And his father is telling him to put the guitar down. But before his father is telling him, he tells the people that are surrounding him, that's watching him, that's sitting out in the congregation, for them to be quiet. There's nothing for you to say. So by him holding on to the piece of that guitar, which had already been charged, which had already been blessed for him, his father is telling him to drop the guitar. And he knew that if he was to have dropped that it would have taken him off of his destiny. And he would have given in. He would have given in to what others wanted him to be, instead of him being what he needed to be, what he was going to do for the world. And as I began to think about it, I started not only applying that to my life, but also realizing that a lot of times our paths and what has been destined for us is we're being guided. But when we are trying to please others, what happens is that we get taken off of that path. And the moment that we give in, it's over. And then it takes that much more strength, that much more energy. You got to build that passion up so that you will not live in regrets. I don't want to give away a lot of that, but that was very important at the beginning and at the end. Because regardless of what his father wanted him to do, regardless of what others was telling him that they wanted him to do, he already knew where he was being guided. He already knew where he was going. And he was destined for great things. And a lot of times people cannot see your destiny. They cannot see where you're headed. So they can only give you thoughts or advice on themselves, like what they call that, projecting, something like that. But stay on your path. No matter what comes up, no matter what battles you have to fight, no matter what it is that you have to endure, stay on your path. Even if you mishandle certain things, stay on your path. Because as long as you are staying on your path and you're not giving up, you're not giving up, even if you went through the battle, even if you got to carry scars, wounded, open wounds, stay on your path. Go watch that movie and we're going to talk about it some more.